Hello everyone, this is GameBro64 and I'm back at it again with another tutorial video. Thank you, Pat, for interrupting my video. This video will be about how to stack plants. To start off, you need a few little tools. Okay, there's only 2 tools in the entire game that can do this for double stacking, that is. The first tool is crates. The crates will also work for triple stacking, quadruple stacking, and it's a little bit harder to maneuver crates, but eventually you have to work it. So I'll show you both ways, one with crates and one without crates with another item that you can use. But you go into everything, and you type in crate, and then ice cream crate pops up, and don't buy it with 500 crowns, instead buy it for 2,500 with gold. Now you're going to need some gold here, but everything in the game hopefully requires gold or crowns, but you just go ahead and buy some of these. You're going to need 9 of them for large plants. Alright, so we have 9 crates, 9 ice cream crates. Make sure, another thing, make sure if you have crates, whether you're using the ice cream crate or not, make sure there's nothing sticking out of it. I know there's one that's, I think, chickens, and the head will stick out of the crate. You cannot have anything stick out. It has to be the box itself, otherwise the trick will not work. The other item that you can use is a statue base, which is located in the bazaar, and then you can always just wizard wiki this and find where it drops if it's not in the bazaar. Usually it's in the bazaar, like 100 items of this, and you can just use that to put stuff on it as well. That's the easier method, but here I'm going to show you the box, because everyone uses boxes for triple stacking and quadruple stacking. So we start with the boxes. Okay. We got to give ourselves enough room to where we go further out, and either way, so usually start in like the middle one here. You have to arrange these kind of callywompery. You got to do a 3x3 on the floor. Okay. Alright, let's see how to even it out a little bit. Alright, this will be fine for the video. You gotta tinker with it. Alright, so we kind of position it. Try to follow the corner as much as possible. Okay, so this is, if we hover over it, it's kind of in this bottom left-hand corner, and we kind of want it as close as we can to the edge, so that it gives us enough room so when we go back here, it's not hanging over the grass. So we actually want to kind of change these boxes around, maybe pull them forward. Alright, try this here. Okay, so it's still there, but it's right at the line of pretty much the entire soil plot itself. So we'll go ahead and try this. See how well this works out. It's kind of big. So what I'm hoping is I can get another one maybe right here, and then another one that'll be kind of right there. So it might be a little too much to the side, but we'll see. Okay, so there's our first one. Now the trick with the boxes and the trick with almost anything, if you're doing triple stacking or quadruple stacking, you have to get the top done first. That's key importance for anything, because as soon as you get the bottom done, you can no longer plant, or you can no longer place these boxes down because the bottom's already done. Okay, so this doesn't have enough room. That's why it's telling you you got to pull these 2 out just a little bit more. So there it goes. So you want it touching the tips of 2 touching. You want them. You want to make sure it's straight. So since you're glitching, most of the time it's going to be straight, but you just got to make sure, especially when you're starting out in the middle, so it looks like it's lining up parallel, and then it's also touching at the same time. So we're good to go ahead and plant this here. Kind of edge this out one. Have it follow the boxes. Huh. Try not to turn the boxes if you can help it. Only turn it before you place anything down on top of it. Otherwise, turning it may screw up your stuff it's glitched to, because it's kind of like stuck to it. So if you like turn it, then it could affect it's glitched to, since those are just kind of hanging there. So you want to be very careful with moving the boxes, and you want to make sure that they're in the appropriate spot. So here, can you grab hold of it? Oh, it can. Okay, so grabbing hold of it. It's parallel to the other ones. It's going down in a straight line. It's not sticking out halfway or anything like that. It's not like hanging over here or anything. It's kind of right there with it, and it's touching the other one so that it's lined up perfectly. So we can click that here, and then we have enough room right here to hopefully squeeze in the final plot for the 4. And then we just need to duplicate it to the left and to the right, and then duplicate everything underneath. So we move these boxes one last time. There we go. There we go. There we go. Put this in front. Move this to the front. Gotta get on this side. There we go. Put this down like this. Lines up, and it touches. So it's good. You can do the math behind this as well. If you're going to go for 24 stack versus a 20 stack, each of these little things here is 3 energy. Now the regular ones is 1 energy, so the regular soil is cheaper than the enchanted. It's just the enchanted, I think, looks cooler in my personal preference. But either or works. And finish this out. So that's 4 on top. That's what we want to match it something to like this. The first one is almost to the tip. And then over here, it's almost to the back of it. So here's the front. It's almost to the tip. And this back one's almost to the back of it. That's 4 there. So now we just need to come out either to the left, to the right. Might be also useful to probably not do this in the middle, because we're going to have to duplicate it on either side. Knowing that about in the middle of the video, I think I'm going to come over here because I can just expand the plot over here, and I can put plots on this line here without it really screwing up, instead of getting too far over here and realizing I can't go 2 more over. Alright, yeah, so we went a little too far, so we got to come back just a bit. Damn, this thing does not want to get in that corner. Fine, you stupid system. Gotta be so picky. There we go. Okay. Please work. Oh, there. Yay! It's touching and it's parallel. So then it works. And now, only 20 minutes later, and I'm not even close to being done. No, I'm just kidding. We're getting there. We're getting there. It just takes time. Okay, so just like before, we have to drag it out about 1 inch, or a little sliver, about that much. There we go. Then everything goes on the other side of it. What's the last box? This box? There we go. Plant this. There we go. touches, and parallel. Cool. Pretty much like an invisible line from the end of the tip right here goes down and touches that tip. And you know you're you're in bound. Plus, once you get the first row done, it's pretty simple. That touches, okay. And then over here, this touches, everything's lined up, so you're good. All right, and then the last one. Buoy. All right, touching. That's the fourth row. Or it's the 4 in that row there. So then there's our 8. Okay, so we got to move the box again. This time, since we have our 2 4 rows here, there's only 4 in the middle. But since we're adding an extra 4, 2 on top, 2 on bottom, we're gonna have to put the stuff in the middle. All right. And the reason for that is I'll go ahead and show you. But when we cast our overtime spell, I'll do this one. Okay. Kind of glitched off the box, so I hit the ground. I'll do it from the rear. Alright, so we cast this overtime spell. I gotta pull it back just a little bit. Maybe right here. Yeah, okay, so it goes around the top. It goes around the sides. However, it may not fully touch a plot that goes right here. However, if you put a plot right here, it's in the circle. Alright, the side may potentially be out of it, but as long as the seed itself is inside the circle, which it will be, seed will probably be placed right here if I put another platform right here, and then same right here. So we can squeeze about 2 on the outside, nothing right here. We can't have another row of 4 because down here, if I was to place another one of these little plots right here, it wasn't in the circle. The circle was like right here. Or the line to the blue circle is like right here. So there's no way we can put another 4 there. So we just put 2 on either side. So then we go here, kind of edge it out a little bit if we can help it. Take some guesses, see where it may end up. Alright, and then try and just see. Soils. Does that touch? No. Get in there. Stupid thing. Oh my gosh, you're so picky. Good gravy, get in there. Thank you. You stupid thing. Jeez Louise, it's like it should go in there, but it doesn't want to. This is stupid. Come on now. Alright, you stupid thing. Move that there. Oh, where is it? Where'd my other box go? Oh, over here. There. Cool. Alright, so it touches. Does it line up? It does. Okay, so. Plant it down. Very technical with these stupid boxes at times. Sorry for the lengthy video, but, you know, that's just sometimes how long it could take you. Could even take you twice that long. Alright, so then now we need to edge these out because we're going back one. We still got to do the bottom layer. Now the bottom layer is going to be a little bit more simple. And the reason for that is because all you're doing is you're trying to place it exactly underneath it so that there's nothing sticking out in difference. Make sure I grab the right one. Move. That's going to bounce back because I hold right click to turn my camera. Instead of letting the camera do it manually. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright. Touches, cool. And then now we just gotta duplicate these 2 that were on this side over to there. Touching these 2 center ones. And then we'll be done with the top, and then we can finally start the bottom and just duplicating it. You don't want to start the bottom just yet, even though you might think you have enough room. You'd be surprised how you have to move these boxes at times. It can be very... Actually, real quick, let me... So it goes to the tip. Okay. So then move to the tip. Let's see if this shortens the time of guessing. Might be in the wrong corner, but we shall check. Yep, other side. Okay, so let's see. We gotta turn the boxes somehow. One more. Stupid game. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. There. There. Okay, cool. See if this angles it. Ugh. Okay, so I gotta move it back. How far? Probably half? Okay. This is what stinks. I wish you could just like highlight this entire frickin' thing and move it all as one. You know, you think that would make some nice sense when it comes to this kind of stuff. You can just highlight all the boxes you want to move as one versus moving each individual box as its own unit. Thinking of, is it StarCraft? Spacecraft? I think it's StarCraft. You can highlight all your units and move them all as one big thing. It was one more. Okay, stupid thing. Huh. Edge at one. There we go. Oh my gosh, okay. See? Well, the good news is this is proof to y'all that double stacking with boxes can be equally as stressful as triple stacking and quadruple stacking. Ta-da! It's finally touching, thank goodness. Okay. Now we're just gonna do that one more. And we're almost done, guys. Hip hip hooray. Alright. This is what your shape's gonna look like for the 24 stack. Now you just need to... I think I'm just gonna pick all these things up. The E button's closer than the K button. Alright, so now you have your design. This is a 20 stack, so there's going to be 4 in the middle, 3 on either side. Here is a 24 stack, so there's going to be 4 and 4, plus 2 and 2. And then you just copy it to the bottom. So let's show you what that will look like. Make sure it's kind of evenly lit up. Matches the bottom, and it may take some time to get the right angle. You can also tell by how the hoe hits the plot itself. Kind of hits it right in the middle. And then once you get the outer lines done, it's so simple to fill in because you're just like, okay, it touches, it works. So the tips are usually what does it for most people. Once you get kind of experience with it, you're like, okay, tips are touching, everything else has to follow because it's the same size. Nothing's changing. It's the exact same size. So once you see that the tips touch, you're just like, okay, it's got to be perfectly lined up. Otherwise, the tips wouldn't touch. You come along, and then the tips touch. And then you can see the hoe perfectly hits the middle of the top one, so that indicates that it's going to print the bottom one exactly how the top one is, right on the bottom of the top, I guess. Right under the top. Weird saying there. The bottom of the top. That's weird. It's a weird way of saying it. Just underneath the top one, bottom of the top. Alright, put that one there. Throat's getting a little dry. Alright. Put that one there. Then you have 2 more. Also, you're using about 72 energy. If it's 3 per little plot or soil little thing. And you're putting 24 down. So that should be about 72 energy you're wasting per stack. And then you just do that as many times as you want. Alright. Da, 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 da. We're done. This is your 24 stack using 9 boxes or 9 crates from the Crown store. Now let me show you the easy stuff. Okay, easy stuff is using, instead of the 9 boxes, which we all know and love for triple stacking, quadruple stacking, you need the boxes. But if you're just doing double stacking and you want to make it really easy or really simple, I'll go over here for more room. But you can just go to the bazaar and you can get statue base. Statue base is really freaking simple because instead of moving 9 individual boxes, everything's 1 unit. And the best way to tell how this stuff will work. Okay, so I'm going to kind of plan ahead. Earlier I did down the row, but I want to make sure it's kind of evened out. So start from the side. That's going to be the 4th or the 1st column per se. So mark it about right there. Try to get on the other side of that. Maybe like, yeah, you're gonna do this. Alright, so this is the first plot. Alright, so cool thing about this, it fills it. Alright, and there's just a little bit on the edge to where it lines up with everything else. So you just plop that baby down. You start all the way closest to the wall, so it's, or closest to the edge, so it's as close as it can possibly be. And then you pick it up, move it parallel, make sure it's all lined up. Plop it down. And watch how fast it's going to go versus that one over there. That one over there was like 30 minutes. This one over here, much less time. You're moving everything as 1 unit, so you're just like, oh, this is simple. And then you're going to do 4 on one side, 4 on the other side, then on the outsides, 2 on each side. Make sure it touches the tip. If you know that the plan itself will fill that second outer ring on the statue itself, kind of take the point and put it in the middle of this outer ring on the statue base. And that's kind of your marker as to, okay, I know that it will touch. Plus, you can just move it over, put it on top, see that it touches. If it doesn't touch it, move it closer. It's all about trial and error, moving it and adjusting it however you please. So here, same thing. It's on the outer circle there, the point is. So then it should fit perfectly. So you can just plop it down. The outer edge of the circle layer is pretty much your aiming eye, and that is the length of the beautiful plot. And you put this here. Alright, we're almost done with the top versus the other one there that took most of the freaking video. Put the statue base, pop this thing down, touches, good. Ta-ta-ta. Alright, so we're done with the top. Now we're just going to do the bottom. The bottom is simple. You just remove the statue base, throw it over to the side, do whatever you want with it. Don't sell it, hopefully, or don't destroy it, otherwise you'll be shy in the future. Now you just got to line it up. It's out of place, so I got to push it back. There we go, it's about in place. Plop it down, see where the hoe lands. Starts hitting the middle. Okay, so you know it's centered. And then you just make sure the tips meet. There you go. So you have 24 stack using statue base. And then you have another 24 stack using the boxes. Let me show you my ice as an example. This is what your garden could end up looking like just using a statue base. And there's my statue base over there. That's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much.